Okay guys, so in this tutorial we are going to be talking about elements of graphic design, just like tools of graphic design. Number one tools of graphic design I'm going to tell you here is what you know as line. You see that straight line that you are looking at, or that line that you are looking at, is very important in graphic design. So line can be used whether to define something or to define content heading or to align text in graphic design. And as you know, we have different kind of line. We have broken line, we have straight line, and all those stuff. So line is very important in graphic design. Another thing you must also understand that you must know is color. Color too is one of the major importance in graphic design. You must know the color to add to a particular text somewhere that you want us to read, or in a particular place where you want it to be emphasis. You must know the color to put there. So you must know how to do this. Another thing is what you know as shape. So shape can be used to add emphasis to a particular portion or information for us to believe that information very well. And shape also add beauty to your design a lot. Another one is space. Space can be used to add maturity to your design, especially your fonts. Whenever you are giving fonts to your work, you must try as much as possible to give space, because it add maturity to it. It add maturity to what you are telling us, and always allow your work. It always make your work to look maturity like a pro. And another thing is what we know as texture. Yes, texture. Texture too is also important. As a graphic designer, you must be able to understand texture. You must be able to know how to make use of texture and how to use them, whether you are using 3D, 2D. So you must be able to know how to use texture with color together with text in order to communicate well as a graphic design. Another thing is typography. I've said earlier, whenever I'm talking about typography, I'm talking about text. I'm talking about text, whether fonts or whatever you call it. I'm talking about text. So typography is the main work of the graphic design, because there's no any particular design that you see that you won't see any word in it. So typography is very important as a graphic design. You must be able to know how to use the right fonts, the right words to use, and this helps us to easily communicate to the attention of the user as a graphic design. I'm sorry. Another thing is scale. You must be able to know the measurement. That's what I call as scale. You must be able to know the measurement for each work you are going to do. Don't forget the size of every work you want to work on is different from each other. You must be able to know how to scale everything, to measure everything as a graphic design. So these are the major elements you must know as a graphic design, and by the time you know this and you apply this, you will see your work will begin to change. Even leave at all you have been given some things before, you actually understand all these elements, your work will begin to change. So after knowing all this, you must be able to know as what you know as principles of graphic design. Watch this tutorial that is popping up here, or you check the description link below to know the video that actually talk more about the principle of graphic design. So thank you for watching this tutorial, and I also want you to like this video, to share this video, and if you have any question for me, you can write that in the description below. I'm going to attend to your question. Thank you for watching once again. Watch the video that is popping up here to see the principle of graphic design. Let's go.